Hello beautiful people, I hope you're all doing fine. This is me Bhumika and today I'm going to be sharing with you how I take my notes. This video is going to be very simple and I'm just going to share some tips which I use to take effective notes that are easy to read, easy to understand and easy to remember. So let's get into it. So the very first thing which I do before taking my notes is to read my chapter once, and I just highlight any main point which I see in my chapter because I like to have my notes as a summary of what is given in the book. So I write almost everything which is given in my book in my notes in a very concise and beautiful way so that it is faster for me to read and easier to understand as compared to reading a textbook again and again. When I start with a chapter, I always write the chapter's name obviously, and then I write the year using a different colored pen. So most people I know who color code their notes, they use different pens for different stuff. For example, using blue pen for years, purple pen for names, pink pen for places, but I am actually not really fond of that because I think that is very confusing for me and it makes the notes look very scattered. So what I do is I keep one color other than the normal blue and black that will actually help me color code my notes. So this actually gives my note a concise look and that actually helps me remember important stuff. Either it can be years, either it can be names or any place which I want to remember, but I usually keep them like in a single different color. So the chapter comes together and the page comes together in that way. And the things which I really want to remember in order, I usually put them in 1, 2 and 3 in serial numbers like that. For things I don't really want to remember in a particular order, I just put bullet points or some arrows like this. For things that are really important to remember, for example some important terms that I really want to remember, I write it with a different colored pen and then I underline it with my blue pen. So that bit actually emphasizes that word and it emphasizes the whole page and the page looks pretty neat, I guess. And especially when I'm making history notes, there can be some times where I have to write the predecessor and successor of queens and kings. So for that I use a flowchart form because flowcharts are amazing, and especially for subjects like history, political science, flowcharts are like really good sources to actually study from because then you can actually establish the hierarchy in a pictorial form or in a graphical form in your notebook, and that is really helpful rather than reading a single paragraph. And I write the main headings in all caps so I can actually easily see which are the main topics by looking at them and seeing that they are in all caps. So that actually helps me understand like which are the main topics of the chapter, and then I can prepare my chapter in chunks as well. And sometimes some notes actually require some diagrams or anything like that, so here I've made a diagram. Now I mark the things on the diagram using a different colored pen so it is easier for me to know like where the diagram ends and where the arrows start. So yeah, I've made a diagram of a stupa which is not really very pretty, but it is understandable and it is clear and concise, I guess. And also one really important thing which I do in my notes is write questions and answer based notes. So when you're reading a chapter and you come across a paragraph and you think like that paragraph is actually an answer to a question. So what I would suggest you guys to do is to write a question for that paragraph and then form that paragraph into concise, easy to understand, easy to read form, and then you can just write that question down and you can write those points. So it will be easier for you to actually practice and it will be practical for you to actually study that for your exams. So that is a great way to actually approach notes as well. Along with that, one bonus tip which I would give to you guys is whenever you come across a difficult word in your book, just write that difficult word in your notes as well. Okay, don't be like, okay, I'm just gonna search the meaning of that difficult word and write it in my notes in a very simple form. No, because sometimes difficult words, they are like really crucial to some definitions or they're really crucial to some meanings, right? So write the difficult word in your notes. Along with that, what you can do, you can write the meaning of that difficult word in a bracket. So that will actually help you improve your vocabulary because you are learning that difficult word along with the meaning in your notes. So that will actually help you keep in the loop of seeing the word and seeing the meaning in your notes again and again, and you will actually improve your vocabulary a lot. So that is gonna really help you. So please try that. So yeah, this is how I take my notes, especially my history notes, because I wanted to make this video a simple short video and I did not want to really expand on it much because I think every person should make their own notes and every person should have their own unique style of making their notes which seems more suitable to you. For example, I use like one single extra color for giving my notes that highlighting or doing anything like that. But if you're a person who likes color coding your notes, like different color for year, different color for places, different color for this and that, then that's up to you because I cannot decide for yourself how you like to study, how you like your notes, but it might be different for you. So yeah guys, that was it for this video. You do you while taking your notes, and if any of these tips help you or you are planning planning on trying them out, let me know in the comments below. Along with that, all the best for your exams if any of your exams are coming up. And yeah, take care of yourselves and live your best life.
Don't worry, baby, don't worry. Go and get some sleep. Why you always in a hurry? You got bigger things planned for you, don't